But I'm talking about a very different kind of soulmate, and it's the kind of soulmate that I share with all of these ladies up here, and with this amazing woman right there. So going through life, it can be really hard to find friends that share the same kind of qualities of zaniness and craziness, and also being really grounded. And you can spend your entire life searching for that. And luckily I got to skip that because I met Bethany in the first grade and automatically was just blown away by what an amazing person she was and still is. She is just the exact same person that I ran around it on a soccer field with oranges in our mouth, pretending they were monster teeth. I don't know if you remember that. And she's the same person that we used to make like home videos in the 3rd grade where we pour baby powder on our heads thinking it was a plant, which is a really meta video if you ever look at it again. But I think the moment I had most recently that just made me realize what an incredible person you are is when we were at Bethany's bachelorette party up in Vermont. And here we are in this gorgeous house in the mountains beside us, underneath the stars, and we are in unicorn and jaguar onesies, rolling around in the grass, singing Spice Girls, and I just never want to do anything other than that. And so I just want to thank you, Bethany, for being the most amazing person that allows me to be crazy and zany and never even questions anything I do. So just thank you so much to both of you for being people in my life that I can always have just an amazing time with and always know you will be there for me no matter what. So thank you both for being such incredible friends.
So I've got this whole speech, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to read it to you, and I'll get there. But I realized that I didn't give enough background, because everybody's introducing themselves and saying how they know you, and I just sort of jumped into like, welcome ladies and gentlemen. And so, I'm Mariah. I am the 4th and final and shortest bridesmaid. And I have known Bethany since we were probably around 5 or 6-ish. And she was terrified of me, despite the fact that I was the one that was a year younger, but because I was a maelstrom of havoc. But in general, she forgave me for that eventually, and our bond only grew with time, and I love her. So, all that being said, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. Once again, on behalf of the beautiful couple, we thank you for joining us in this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For many in this day and age, not to get a little bit dark, marriage may not seem to be a once-in-a-lifetime commitment. It was once renowned to be. But I, for one, know that this new forged union is destined to last the ages. Oh, I did write about that a little bit. I was wrong. I've known Bethany a long time, since the days where a single year's difference in age meant you may as well live on entirely separate planets. We were very lucky, however, to be raised in a church that brought us together through youth group, and also brought us the wonderful minister from today's ceremony, Mr. Andy Pakula, right over there. Everybody raise a glass. Bethany has been my friend, mentor, and often minister through all the years that defined who we'd become. She's the most genuine, loving, and open-hearted person I've ever been privileged enough to meet, and I'm honored to count her among my nearest and dearest. All this to say, this beautiful bride, this beautiful, glowing bride, is more than just my friend. She's family. So when I first heard about this Brian, I never expected him to measure up. How could he? To be a man who could perfectly complement this incredible woman? How could such a man possibly exist? I didn't think it was possible. Yet I was soon blown away. Brian surprised me at every turn with his gentle soul, endless flexibility, and devilish humor, though he may hide it under a shred of innocence. His perpetual patience with our shenanigans over the years is a feat to be considered with something akin to awe. Even at his most upset, I have never seen Brian appear anything more than slightly perturbed. He loves with all his heart, and he always strives for common ground. He speaks his truth without fear or insecurity, always giving others the benefit of the doubt, Brian shares insights into his world with a childlike sense of cheerful innocence and joy, inviting his friends on a journey into the delight that is the mind and our workings. Our groom didn't just blow my expectations out of the water. He set a gold standard. Instead of measuring him against what I thought a man for Bethany should be, I now use Brian as a marker himself of what all men should be. Kind, loyal, generous of spirit. But wait, those are the same adjectives I would use to describe our bride. Yes, hence the glorious match. With their shared qualities and values, Bethany and Brian share a friendship rooted in deep compatibility. Their sense of humor is playful and infectious, as I'm sure everyone here well knows. Their compassion for others is only strengthened by one another's support. On their own, as Andy so eloquently said, these two people are astounding individuals. But together, they're transcendent. Lao Tzu said, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. With the love these two share, I have all the faith in the world that Bethany and Brian will not only possess the courage to endure the hard times with grace, but will be role models for the rest of us throughout the good. I am so proud of them for not only finding each other, but being wise enough to marry one another. Congratulations, you two. And a toast to the best being yet to come.
Yeah.